Alright guys, welcome back to class. In this lesson, we'll be going through evaluation, expression, and order of precedence in Python. So let's go over some theories. So an expression is a combination of values, variables, operators, and functions that are evaluated to produce another value. And you can see the example I gave you here. So 2 plus 3. 2 is a value, 3 is a value. There's an operator plus. And then in the second example, 4 is a value, 2 is a value, 3 is a value. So we have 3 values in the second expression, and we have 3 operators. We have the star operators, we have the bracket operator, and we have the plus operator. I'm sure you're very familiar with this in your mathematics, your basic mathematics. So yeah, that is where this is coming from. So let's try and do a demonstration of it in our code editor. So so like we said in the last class, you can go to your interactive shell through your terminal inside your PyCharm code editor, your PyCharm ID, instead of going through the command prompt. So just type in Python here, right? And so you can see 2 plus 3, press enter. Remember, we don't need to print inside the Python interactive shell. Once we press enter, it shows us the evaluation. So basically, this is what I just showed you guys on about expression. So back to it. So evaluation is the process of simplifying an expression to a single value. We have basic arithmetic operations in Python. You have the plus, you have the minus, you have the addition, subtraction, multiplication, you have the division, you have the exponentiation, you have the floor division and the modulus. And yeah, so these are pretty basics. So remember, evaluation is simplifying an expression to a single value. Expression is a combination of values, variables, operators, and functions that are evaluated to produce another value. Now you've seen values and operators here. You've not really seen variables and what is a function. So function is just like, take for instance, let me give you a daily life example. For instance, you want to make juice, fruit juice. So probably you are combining your bananas with your orange, with your watermelon and cucumber. So those are 4 different values, right? So the operation is you blend them together, right? And once you blend them together, they produce what? They produce a juice for you, right? So when you evaluate, when you blend them, they produce a juice. So these 4 things combined together, that's the blending function. You can just call it a blending function, and you can decide to maybe get yourself maybe like toast bread, or a bread, combine it, add butter to it, join it together, 2 bread, then put it under inside the toaster to toast it. That's the operation of combining the 2 breads, right? So we can say that 2 is bread 1, right? 3 is bread 2, then plus is the toasting or the joining together with butter. Then because I'm saying function here, right, I cannot say plus. Okay, for instance, now let's assume that this is the juice we blended, 4, and this 4 was evaluated by combining some other variables. Do you understand? Some other values and variables. So basically that is what function is. You can just see function as like a group of expression that has been evaluated, that will be evaluated to produce a single result. So you now know what evaluation is. So these are all basic mathematics evaluation and operations. So the exponentiation is what you people know, what is known as raised to power, like 2 raised to power 3, that's 2 times 2 times 2. And floor division or integer division. You call it floor division or integer division. This means when you divide something, for instance 15 divided by 4. Let me show you in the code. Remember, we have floor division and modulus here, right? So let's see it in the code. So this is the integer division. 15 integer division by 3. Can you see it's giving me 5 because 15 divided by 3 is actually 5, right? But let's say we are now doing 15 divided by 4. That would be 4 remainder 1, right? So 15 integer division 4 will give us just the whole number part of it. So instead of getting 4, normally it's 4 remainder 1. But if we do this, if we do the integer division, it's going to give us the whole number, the 4 part of it. That's what will be returned. So can you see? 15 integer division 4 is 3. So 3 whole number is 3 remainder 1, beg your pardon. Oh no, not 3 remainder 1, yet 3 remainder 3, right? 15 integer division 4 is 3. So we will neglect the remainder part. But if we want to get the remainder part, that's where we use the modulo operator. 15 modulo 4 is 3 as well. And if we do 15 modulo 2, that will be 7 remainder 1. So the modulo will return the remainder. So 15 modulo 2 is 1. 15 integer division 2, it will give us the whole number part, which is 7. So I believe you guys understand now, right? So that's the modulus. So now to the next agenda, the next item on our agenda is the order of precedence. If you're able to fully understand these small concepts I'm teaching you, you will not have trouble doing a lot of advanced and complex stuff in Python. So the order of precedence is similar to our board mass in mathematics, right? So according to the order of precedence is the rule that defines the order in which we'll perform the operation in an expression. Don't forget, expression is the combination of values, variables, functions. We can go back to it. It's the combination of values, variable operators and functions that are evaluated. That evaluation has its own definition, which is the process of simplifying an expression to a single value. So you can have a very long expression, it will be simplified into a single value, right? That's the purpose, right? Alright, so now look at this long expression now. 20 plus 3 in bracket plus 12 plus 8 divided by 4 multiplied by 3. So now we could have started what we did, depending on what we do is going to determine the answer we are going to get, right? Take for instance, let's do 2 plus, so when we have this expression 2 plus 3 star 2, right? The correct answer to this is what should be the correct answer? The correct answer to this should be what? Should be 10, right? But no, that's not the correct answer. The correct answer to this is 8, right? So the order in which we are evaluating these things, evaluation is the process of simplifying it. The order in which we are simplifying it to get our final answer is being determined by the order of precedence or board mass, which you were taught in your elementary mathematics. So according to the order of precedence, we first have to start with the multiplication, right? We have to start first with the bracket, then order. This order means exponentials, power, square root, etc. Then division and multiplication goes from left to right. Addition and subtraction goes from left to right. So this division and multiplication also is in the same level with integer division and modulus, because it has to do with division and the remainder. Take note. Then addition and subtraction. So in this expression now, when you get an expression, you first look for the what's it called? You look for the brackets there. We have just a single bracket here, so you evaluate that bracket. So we'll do 20 plus 3, 23. You drop this down, you drop every other thing down to the second level. So think of it like a step. You're on top of a step and you want to solve a problem. So you have to be going down step by step. On the first step we have the brackets, so you have to look at your long expression and solve everything inside the bracket. So there are some cases that once you solve the bracket, you are still going to get like another expression inside it, right? It's not compulsory that you're going to use. For instance, if there's a bracket inside a bracket, you first have to solve the outer bracket. You'll still be left with the inner bracket. You take it to the next step like we are doing here. So in the second step now, we're having 23 plus 12 plus 8 divided by 4 star 3. Now remember now that we'll check for the next operators that we are looking for, powers and square, and we don't have powers or square here. Remember, or maybe I didn't show you, this is how to do power in Python. 2 star star 2, that's 2 raised to power 2. 2 raised to power 3 is 8, which means 2 times 2 times 2, right? That's 2 raised to power 8. 4 square is what? 4 star star 2, which is 4 raised to power 2 is 16, right? 4 raised to power 3 is 4 raised to power 4 is what? 256. That is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, right? So just so you guys are aware, so that is exponentiation in Python. So but we don't have any of it here, so we have to jump to the next level, which is division and multiplication. And in division and multiplication, you have to take it from left to right. For instance, you see now in this expression here, we have division and we have multiplication here. So you ignore all these ones. You will now go to the operator. Where you have the operator, you will look at the two values to the left and the right and you evaluate it. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. But we are not done with that level, right? So the next thing we are supposed to do is, we're not supposed to evaluate this, because on the second level we have division and multiplication, right? So can you see that after we evaluated this, we are left with 2, the evaluation of 8 and 4, and we still have multiplication. That means we are still on this level and 3. So what we do next is we evaluate the multiplication. But let's say that we have multiplication before division. You evaluate the multiplication before the division. It doesn't matter. The one that comes first is the one you evaluate first, and then you jump down to 23. So once you after you first evaluate the division, we still have this 23 plus 12 plus the new evaluated result from 8 divided by 4, 2. We still have our multiplication star 3. So you now have to evaluate the multiplication, right? So after we evaluate it, now we are left with 23 plus 12 plus 6. And then so when you have addition and subtraction, which is the final level, you evaluate them from what? From left to right, as well as multiplication and subtraction and division. So 23 plus 12 is 35 plus 6, 41. Can you see now that what we started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We started with 6 values and 1, 2, 3, 4. We started with 6 values and 4 operators. Bracket is also an operator. We are with 4 unique operators, and let's count all the total number of operators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We start with 6 values, 6 operators. Out of those 6 operators, we have 4 unique operators plus we are called multiple times, right? And we started evaluating it down to 5 operators, 5 values, 4 values, 3 values, 2 values, 1 value. So this is just like simplification in mathematics, right? But you have to follow the order of precedence. If not, you are going to be having logical error in your code. So test your knowledge. Can you solve this in 50 seconds? Let's see. Follow the order of precedence. Let me do the number 1 for you. So if you're following the order of precedence, we have to go first with multiplication. If there's no bracket, there's no order, we have division and multiplication. So in this case, just multiplication. So we do this first. 2 times 2 is 6. Then since you now have addition and subtraction, you go from left to right. So you have to do 5 plus 6, 11 minus 1, 10. So do the rest. I'm waiting. Once you are done with it, you can drop it in the comment section, your answers, and yeah, moving on. Okay, so that would be all for this class. So in the next class we'll be going over the some Python programming concepts. I don't want this class to be long, but I want you to really practice this as evaluation and expressions, especially with the other precedents. And yeah, let's see. See you in the next class. Bye.